Today, we are going to visualize the income of individuals by age group, sex, and income source in Canada and its provinces from 1976 to 2018. The data source is provided by Statistics Canada. Why this is important for Canadian and new immigrants to Canada? By understanding the trend and the growth of income of individuals, Canadian and new immigrants can make the best decision in order to immigrate or move to get more job opportunities. Which province is better for getting a proper job, and which category of age or sex in which province can be more successful? So, by exploring the people's income in Canada, we can see the total income of Canadians in 1976 and the growth rate during 42 years until 2016. Also, we can predict the total income of Canadians until 2025. If you look at this graph and in whole Canada, individuals in 1976 earned $20 million and in 2018 earned about $40 million. So it means 75% growth of individuals' income during 42 years. Also, it can be predicted a growth of about 10% in 2025 in Canada, Alberta. Now we look at our province, Ontario. In 1976, about 15 million, that means 62.5% of the total of Canada. So that is why most immigrants prefer to come to Ontario. Also, most Canadians move to Ontario from the other provinces. The most important reason for this result is related to industry, manufacturing companies, and tech companies which were established in Ontario. In 2018, Ontario's individuals earned 23 million, about 55% of the total of Canada. The 7.5% negative rate in Ontario demonstrates that other provinces such as British Columbia, Quebec, Alberta increased the job opportunities as a result of establishing more companies. So they hosted 7.5% more Canadians and or immigrants to their provinces. Now I'm going to focus on different genders' income in Canada and our province, Ontario. Let's look at this graph and focus on Canada. As you can see, males' income in 1976 was about 9.5 million and in 2018 was about 30 million. That demonstrates 37% growth. Let's look at Ontario. Males' income in 1976 was about 6.3 million and in 2018 was about 7.7 million. That demonstrates 22% growth. So it says that this gender in Ontario has not followed the growth rate in Canada. For more understanding, let's look at Alberta. In 1976, it was 4.7 million, and in 2018, it was 5.8 million. It means 23% growth. These two provinces show that males' income growth is not the same as the whole of Canada. We have noticed that in large provinces, growth rate is less than the smallest provinces, such as Newfoundland and Labrador. Let's discover this together. In that province, in 1976, the male's income was about 2.8 million, and in 2018, it was about 3.8 million as a result of a 36% growth rate. Now Majid is going to tell you the rest of the story.
Hello everyone, I'm going to present the rest of presentation, and I'm going to show you the difference between males and females. I'm going to call same provinces as males income. Let's focus on in Canada first. As you can see, females income in 1976 was about 4.2 million, and in 2018 it was about 9.7 million. That demonstrates 231% growth. Yeah, that's it. This is the interesting aspect of this statistics of Canada. Let's look at Ontario. Females income in 1976 was about 2.7 million, and in 2018 was about 5.9 million. That demonstrates 218% growth. It says that this gender in Ontario has followed the growth rate in Canada with a little gap. For more understanding, let's look at Alberta, same as males income. Yeah, if you look at this, in 1976, it was about 1.9 million, and in 2018, it is about 4 million. It means 210% growth. These two provinces show that the females income growth is the same as the whole of Canada with a little gap, less than males income growth gap. However, we have noticed that in large provinces, the same as males income, the growth rate is less than the smallest provinces such as Newfoundland and Labrador. Let's discover this together. In that province, in 1976, the females income was about 1 million. And in 2018, it was about 2.8 million as a result of a 280% growth rate. If you compare that in the smallest provinces, the growth rate is very high and is about 50% more than the largest provinces. Now it's the time to compare two genders together. Please look at this graph. Female 288 million versus male 454 million. Despite the growth rate for females is more than male during the last 42 years, but the total income of females is less than male during that period of time. That is 63.4% of the male's income. If you divide 288 million by 454, you can get the same number. After comparing the income by gender and provinces, I'm going to show you more details about the total income by considering the age group and provinces. This graph demonstrates the distribution of total income in Canada, and each province and big cities like Ottawa, Gatineau, Ontario, Quebec, Vancouver, British Columbia, Calgary, Toronto. We can see in details of each age group. As you can see, the largest amount of total, this one. the largest amount of total income of Canadian has been distributed in two provinces. This one, Ontario, and this one, Quebec. Also, in each province, the age group of 16 and over owns the largest amount of total income. Like this in Canada. Yeah, everything is 60 years old and over. Age group of 16 to 24 has a minimum amount of total income in each province. You can see here. This one is the largest, the smallest one. 16 to 24. 16 to 24. Yeah, that's amazing. The distribution of income by age group shows every 16 to 24 years has minimum amount. The smallest amount of total income of Canadian has been shown in two provinces. These two provinces, this one and this one. Newfoundland and Labrador and Prince Edward Island. If we zoom out from provinces to Canada, this is just whole Canada. You can easily find the total amount of each group in the whole Canada. Age group of 65 years and over owns more than $736 million from 1976 to 2018, and the age group of 16 to 24 have earned $452 million. By exploring this data, companies and people in each group of age can predict which target market is more interesting about their businesses. By exploring the graph of source of income, this one, and the detail of market income, employment income, this one, and self-employment income, retirement income, and the other sources of income, all decision making for government, people, and businesses can be more realistic and efficient. Also, the pie chart, this pie chart, in one picture, you can see which one is the biggest one, like Quebec, Khaleghi provinces, and Ontario, and the smallest one, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and Labrador. Also, yeah, Prince Edward Island. This pie chart in one picture gives the big picture of distribution of income in each province, so the government, people, businesses can benefit by this pie chart. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great time.